Apprentice, it is customary to bow when in the presence of a member of the Dark Council.
You heard the man. Everyone, bow to Dark Council member Barris.
My lord.
Anything my master says.
Noted.
Your Eminence?
Your people obey you so uniformly. You could learn from them. Bow to me while in the presence of outsiders, or you will be punished severely. Am I understood?
I didn't mean to anger you, Master.
Rise, my faithful servant. We are at war. The Dark Council has placed me in charge, and battles are being waged across the galaxy. You and Lord Dog will oversee the most crucial confrontations. Dog is already deployed, and now I shall unleash you.
Where am I being sent?
We've caught wind of a secret plot on the planet Quesh that could win the planet for the Republic. The conflict for resources on Quesh remains the most important of the fringe systems. This Republic plot must not succeed.
That's where I caught up to General Monk.
Ancient history now. Commander Olean will brief you. He awaits your arrival at the Forward Command Center on Quesh. I find myself nostalgic, sending my most prized apprentice off to war. This is the culmination of everything we've done.
The poignancy of this moment is not lost on me, Master.
Poignancy. You've hit on the perfect word to describe where we are, my friend. I bid you farewell.
Commander Olean, I am here on Darth Barris's order. Bring me up to speed.
Not a minute too soon. All indications are that the enemy has been ready to strike for some time. If my reports are correct, they have us dead to rights. I'm thankful they've hesitated this long.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
An elite Republic task force has found a cavern that tunnels beneath this command center. They've set explosives that will destroy the center and disrupt all Imperial military operations and communications on the planet.
Only a fool sits and waits for death.
My hands are tied, my lord. Operations here cannot be moved nor abandoned, and all my forces are engaged on the front. I sent what soldiers I had to search the cavern, but the survivors returned with blaster burns for their efforts. Here are rough coordinates of our best guess. Good luck.
Has our mysterious problem been solved? Are we active? Sir, best guess is yes. All systems appear to be online. Your detonator should be live. Then let's pack up. We'll blow this cavern on the Imperial Command Center sky high.
You're not going anywhere.
Too late. We've been discovered. Stow it. We knew this was a possibility. Sith, I'm prepared to detonate even if it means we all die. You just wandered into your own funeral. Throwing the switch! What? No, come on, detonate! Detonate! Ugh!
If you want to die, let me oblige you.
Men, hold the line. I'll try a reset.
I am going to make you suffer.
Must detonate. Work! Blasted work!
This is a mercy killing.
For the Republic.
Well, well, well. Well done. Mission accomplished, eh?
Why are you bothering me?
I have a mission of my own, friend. Captain Trayan was sent here by one of Barris's Republic moles. The explosives he set up were not wired to the Captain's detonator. I have the real detonator. An elaborate trap for you.
So, Barris is stabbing me in the back.
Our master prides himself on being one step ahead of everyone. That includes you. He knew someday you would rise against him. You were his fiercest. I consider it a privilege that he's allowed me to pull the trigger.
Be a man and face me in the flesh.
While the thought of personally beheading you is a delight, we're leaving nothing to chance. Barriss sends his regards. Goodbye.
Interest justified. Shall I revive?
Offer no help. We must be sure. His worth will be established by surviving the trek to safety. We will wait at the command center exactly 1 day for our proof. We are impressed. You are worthy to be the Emperor's wrath.
You've got to the count of 3 to explain yourself.
We are your ally, friend. Look on me. I am Servant 1. This is Servant 2. We are the Emperor's hand. The Dark Council runs blind. We alone oversee the Emperor's will in the galaxy.
What does that have to do with me?
You have been called.
The Emperor tasks the Hand with a great undertaking, and you are to become his wrath. Darth Barriss seizes power against the Emperor's wishes. He must be stopped.
All of my resources are dedicated to Barriss's destruction.
The betrayer has motivated the wrath.
Since the Treaty of Coruscant, the Emperor has withdrawn from the known galaxy, preparing for a great calling. Barriss learned of this and now claims the Emperor speaks through him. If the Dark Council declares him the voice of the Emperor, he will have supreme power over the Empire.
What is the voice of the Emperor?
The voice is the conduit for the Emperor's words. The Emperor chooses one being to physically embody. This being is the voice. It is obeyed as the Emperor himself.
But the true voice has been silenced.
And in its absence there is nothing to deny Barriss's claim. Some on the Council truly believe, others see an advantage in supporting him, and Barriss plots against those who oppose him.
The threat dies when Barriss dies.
He is too powerful to confront now.
The wrath must build before reaching pitch.
Your crew awaits you at your ship. They have been informed of these developments. Barriss means to force the Council to bow, but he believes you to be dead. That is our advantage. Return to your ship, and we will advise you what can be done to thwart him. Wrath, your first opportunity to tear down what Barriss creates is on Belsavis, a planet that was hidden from the Empire until recently. We are sending coordinates, and will advise you when you've arrived.
My lord, when Servant 1 contacted the ship in your absence, I didn't know what to make of it. So it's true. You've been chosen as the Emperor's wrath. And we now fight against Darth Barriss.
Didn't care for old man Barriss anyway.
We climb closer to the Emperor, Master. Closer to ultimate power.
I don't know. Those hand weirdos kinda creep me out. You sure you want to sign up for this?
Don't worry, Vet. I won't be caught off guard again. My eyes will be open.
Yeah, mine too. Even while I'm sleeping.
My lord, the ship is ready for departure. I'll await your word.
I have docked with the Belsavis space station.
Wrath, Belsavis has been the Republic's best-kept secret, hidden even from the Hand.
The disappeared reappear.
The planet has been a prison for the galaxy's most dangerous criminals and many presumed dead Sith agents.
It houses the blood of the betrayer.
I struggle to understand what he says.
Servant 2 has been exposed to the Emperor. He now sees the galaxy differently than most. It was Servant 2 who realized what was happening on Belsavis. When the prison manifests were leaked, Barriss discovered that Darth Ekij, his sister, was alive and imprisoned there.
The blood of the betrayer.
Darth Ekij was a member of the Dark Council and leader of the Sith infiltrators. If she is reunited with Barriss, many more will bow to him.
Who are the Sith infiltrators?
The wrath falters.
The Sith infiltrators are no more. The galaxy's deadliest assassins, feared by enemy and ally alike. Barriss's old nemesis, Nomen Karr, destroyed Darth Ekij and ended the infiltrators' reign of terror. Or so it was thought. If Ekij and her assassins are released, the Sith infiltrators may be reborn, and their power will make Barriss unstoppable.
What must be done?
The betrayer's blood must be spilled.
To crack the door to Belsavis, the Emperor has directed the guardsmen to coordinate extractions from the prison planet. A clever cover. Get authorization to shuttle to the surface and compel the Imperials to reveal Barriss's agents. Stop them from releasing Darth Ekij.
I seek information about a mission to break out Darth Ekij and her assassins.
That's Lord Melikost's mission. He and his team have been permitted to venture deep within the Belsavis prison. The order came directly from Darth Barriss, and you don't have clearance to know more.
I'm not leaving until you tell me everything.
I will not betray my orders.
Colonel, what are you doing? We're in the presence of a Sith Lord. It is our duty to aid in any way.
Stand down, Captain Oclart.
I will not, my lord. Lord Melikost invaded the prison this morning with a squadron of commandos. He's placed them throughout this level of the prison to cover his descent, and to secure the area for his exit.
Does he suspect that he'll be followed?
I don't believe so. He said that this mission is of the utmost importance. I think he's just being thorough, or paranoid. We don't know exactly where Melikost is headed, my lord, but Lieutenant Cade, the leader of his commandos, might. Trouble is, Cade's men stationed in this sector will report any activity. If you're unwelcome, they'll warn him and Melikost.
Let me handle that dilemma.
And what do you think that means, Captain? You've just signed a death warrant for your fellow soldiers. That's treason. I'm reporting you both to High Command. Darth Barriss will know what has transpired here.
I cannot allow that.
Your decisiveness is enviable. I will cover your back, Sith, and Darth Barriss will be none the wiser, you have my word. If Cade's commandos don't harm him, you'll surprise him in his bunker. He'll tell you where Lord Melikost is headed. Men, I'm assuming command of operations. First things first, dispose of Colonel Trill.
Bravo 553, do you copy? This is Command Center, report. Bravo 553, do you copy?
Your units are gone, Lieutenant.
What? Why? What's the meaning of this? My men and I are here in support of Lord Melikost. If you're responsible for this, you will answer to him.
No, he will answer to me. Tell me where Melikost is, and I'll gladly present myself to him.
Damn these Sith games. Lord Melikost proceeded into the high-security sector of Belsavis. He's after the records room at the Blown Republic prison there. He seeks the location of a former Dark Council member.
That's all I needed to hear. You've fulfilled your usefulness.
No!
Hello out there. A word, please. I am Jedi Master Sominic Timms.
Come out of there, friend, so we can talk properly.
Good try, but I sense your nature. I know you are Sith. I even know who you are. Many years past, I was the Padawan of Master Nomen Karr. He and I forged a bond through the Force. I know about your confrontation with Master Karr and what you did to him.
Your master begged like a coward and died like a dog.
Master Karr succumbed to darkness, I know. Hard to imagine such a strong Jedi reduced to such a condition. Ever since you defeated Carr and took Jace Wilson, the Jedi Council has been keeping track of you. We know you are no longer aligned with Darth Baras, and are in fact here to stop Lord Melicost from freeing Darth Ekage.
Nice to see you Jedi aren't always in the dark.
You'll find we are not as inept as your former master may have suggested. It's a dead end, Sith. To follow Lord Melicost, you need information from the computers in this room, but the door has been fused. I came for the same reason. I got the information, but Lord Melicost's commandos trapped me in here.
Supply me with the destination, and I will stop him for you.
Great idea. I can be satisfied that my mission was a success as I slowly die of starvation. No thanks. Our combined strength, striking the door from both sides simultaneously, could break the physical seal. Trouble is, there's a fail-safe force field that makes even that impossible. Now, if you were to take out that force field...
If I do this, you'll give me access to the information I need?
You have my word. There are several power stations feeding this installation. Destroy them, and the force field will not engage. Then you and I can break through this door, and you can access the prisoner reports.
We can help each other.
It does appear that we need one another. Scour the area and destroy the power stations. Then return and start banging on the door. We'll work it out. I'll be waiting. After all, where am I going to go?
I have returned, Jedi. The power stations are down.
Great. With the force field down, we should be able to break the door open. On 3. 1, 2, 3! Well done, Sith. Now, wait a moment. You're Jace Wilson, aren't you?
I used to be.
Any regrets, my dear? Joining up with this rogue?
Absolutely not, Jedi. Not when I get to meet and destroy obnoxious fools like you.
We have more important matters to attend to.
That we do, Sith. Now, before you think to fight me, Sith, I suggest you inspect the computer banks in here. I'd say they've seen better days. Still smoking. I wonder who could have destroyed them.
Do you expect me to believe that Lord Melicost did that?
Luckily, he wasn't that smart. No, my friend, I destroyed them. I did it to make sure no one else sent by Darth Baras could succeed. That is, after you and I stopped Lord Melicost. Now, I'm the only one who knows where to go. Our goals are one, even if our motives vary. I suggest a partnership.
I'll keep my anger from consuming me, Jedi. For now. Once the deed is done, we are enemies again.
So, no victory celebration then? Too bad. All I'll tell you is that we're headed for Deep Prison. The exact location of Darth Ekage's cell remains my secret. In good faith, I'll point you to her assassins. You can make sure they remain locked up while I get access to the Deep Prison.
How do I know you'll make good on your promise?
Because it's practical, and I am nothing if not practical. You might get the assassins to back down without a fight. Me? Not so much. Here are the coordinates. Holo me when you're done, and we'll get together and face the Darths. It really will take both of us.
A Sith approaches. I sense hostility. Your rescue has been sniffed out, Imperial.
Men, lock and load. We got company.
Stay your triggers, Imperial. I want to know what this one intends.
I don't have time to waste on talk. I'm here to ensure Darth Ekich and all associated with her never leave Belsavis.
You and I are at odds, then. I have no intention of being locked up here again. Why do you seek to stop my mistress's escape? We serve the same empire.
Because, if released, you will all serve Darth Baras. And I hate Darth Baras.
Ah, I should have known this was personal. Sith-on-Sith violence is something my fellows and I are used to. Let us see if your rage can overcome our experience and superior numbers. My fellows, let us quell this poor Sith's pangs of vengeance. Attack!
More nerfs to the slaughter!
Tim's here.
Darth Ekich's assassins have been dealt with. Have you managed to accomplish your part?
Well, yes and no. I found a route into the deep prison, but it was a struggle, and unfortunately the way collapsed behind me. Bad luck, that. You'll have to find a different route to this level.
Leave that to me.
Didn't think I needed to hold your hand. Sending the coordinates for our rendezvous. From there, it's quick to Darth Ekich's cell. Good luck, Sith. I hope you make it. Can't really do this alone.
My lord, you are freed.
Rage. Wrath. Vengeance. I've been dormant too long. I need outlets. Had my brother sent anyone else, I would destroy them for practice.
Not much of a thank you.
Malakost, you incompetent. You've been followed. Prove your worth as we deal with this intruder, or I will kill you after all.
Kill him now. He'll only get in your way. Better if we tangle without the distraction.
How right you are, whoever you are. I will tell your master, my brother, the future voice of the Emperor, that you died like a dog.
You are truly Barris's kin, to betray someone so loyal to you.
It is a family tradition. Now, exactly who are you?
He's with me, Ekich.
Nomen Karr's sad little whelp. This just gets better and better. If you're aligned with this Jedi, you are a fool and a traitor.
I am the Emperor's wrath, unleashed by his hand, and the Emperor has marked you and your brother as enemies.
So, the Emperor's hand now works with the Jedi. No wonder my brother defies the Emperor. I just destroyed a lord with a mere flick of my wrist. Don't blink. I'm about to do it again.
We fight together, Sith.
Have my powers waned as I languished here?
Mull that over in death.
Barris will avenge me.
She was defeated. Done. You shouldn't have killed her like that. We could have locked her away again.
Now there is no chance of her escape. Admit it. This is the best option.
The logic is sound, but it still feels wrong. I hope you'll come to see that to defy your former master, you have to walk a different path. Now, what's to be between us? Do we part as friends or as enemies?
If I ever see you again, I will kill you.
That's pretty clear. Good luck to you, Sith.
I can't imagine why we didn't kill him.
He earned my tolerance by being useful. Now, we return to the ship and inform the Hand that the deed is done.
The Wrath ascends.
Darth Ekage will not be joining her brother.
Yes, with Barris's sister silenced, our enemy grows angry. But he has other endeavors that must fail. The key Dark Council member who opposes Barris's attempt to be named Voice of the Emperor is Darth Vowron. Vowron is spearheading the battle for Corellia, and Barris secretly undermines his efforts. He hopes to orchestrate Vowron's failure, or death.
Barris is willing to risk losing Corellia.
His personal goals override the war.
The pendulum swings with Vowron's weight.
Vowron alone holds the Defiant Council members together. Barris's attempts to weaken his Corellia campaign must be thwarted. The Empire's Armageddon Battalion was to be assigned to Corellia, but Barris redirected it to Hoth, where its strength is being wasted. General Greast commands. He must be convinced to abandon Barris's orders and take Armageddon Battalion to Corellia.
Tell me about the General. Will he be easy to convince?
I served with General Greast for a time, my lord. As tough as they come, and stubborn.
Resistance cannot be accepted. Armageddon Battalion must be reassigned. Do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Great. Back to the deep freeze.
Hoth is a big place, my lord. It could take a long time to find Greast.
Commander Slint is Barris's man there. He'll know where to find Armageddon Battalion.
Ah, yes. Excellent thinking, my lord. Of course, Barris is rather tough on underlings. Assuming Slint hasn't been disposed of, he's your best lead.
Time to look up an old friend.
You? Is Darth Barris cross with me? Whatever I've done, I'll undo it.
Maybe you haven't heard. Barris and I are no longer associates. I'm here to find General Greast and Armageddon Battalion.
Oh, I know where they are. But, Barris expressly told me their assignment is a secret and that he'd kill me if I told anyone.
I'll protect you from Barris.
Something tells me sooner or later I'm going to disappoint Barris, so if helping you earns me your protection, I'm in. General Greast and his men have been ordered to sit tight in a cave system not far from here. Here are the coordinates. Barris choked out Commander Lanklin via Hollow. What, do you suggest I do the next time Barris calls?
Just don't answer. Make him come here to kill you.
Ah, right. I'll do you one better. AWOL has a nicer ring to it than dead. So long, my lord.
General, the men are getting antsy. We got geared up for Corellia, where the real fighting is. Instead, we're protecting these caves from Wampus.
I understand, Captain, believe me. Try to keep the men in line and battle ready. I have to assume our greater purpose here will be revealed. The order to hole up came from the highest authority.
I'm here to rescind that order, General. You must take Armageddon Battalion to Corellia immediately.
My orders are from Darth Barris himself. On whose authority are you operating?
The war needs you, Greast. Your assignment here is an error the Empire may not recover from.
You put me in a bad position, my lord. Disobeying the Dark Council is equivalent to treason.
General, we've been in a lot of scrapes. Does this feel right to you? What could possibly make this block of ice more important than Corellia?
Know your place, Captain. No matter what our gut says, we're not privy to Darth Barris's ultimate tactics.
Listen to the Captain, Greast. Deep down, you know he's right. Soldiers are dying while you sit on your hands.
Captain.
Yes, General.
Make ready the men. We're moving out for Corellia.
Yes, sir.
There, Sith. Happy now?
Time will tell, Greast. You'll see you did the right thing. Now get moving.
You're looking well for someone I blew up. Your slaves put up a decent fight, too. Darth Baras and I will put them to good use. Baras is the true voice of the Emperor, you know. Soon he'll claim his rightful title.
I now work for the Emperor's hand, and Baras is in direct defiance of the Emperor's will.
Lies will not save you, friend. Baras held back when training you, but he taught me everything. And Darth Vengeance showed me dark side secrets even Baras doesn't know.
You're deluding yourself. There's nothing I don't know.
Baras thinks years ahead, friend. He knew before he even took you on that you would be his patsy. I, on the other hand, have been groomed to be his general from the start. To make sure you stay dead this time, I'm taking your head.
Get to it, then.
I'm ready for you. Ah, you think you're doing well. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I have a secret. I can't be killed.
Permit me to test that statement.
You will learn the hard way.
Taste our blood!
Persistent. It's time I stop prolonging this. All right. You must be the luckiest being in the galaxy. But Darth Baras will see that luck run out.
If I had a credit for every time someone I'm about to kill predicted my doom...
Savor that, Master. His flesh will burn off as he suffers the most painful of deaths.
Delicious.
Just revive the others and patch them up.
I suppose I've savored his death long enough.
Roth, Servant 2 sensed the presence of Barris's apprentice, Drog.
Hidden in life, announced in death.
It seems our enemy knows you live. We have lost the advantage of surprise.
Now Drog is dead, Barris's power has taken a hit.
What he wields is autonomous.
Darth Vowron is receiving his reinforcements on Corellia. This and the loss of Drog will incense Barris. He will tighten his grip. Your disruption of Barris's plans continues. There is crucial need for you now on a planet called Voss.
What should I know about this planet?
Much more unknown than known.
Our awareness of this planet and its people is relatively new. Barris laid the seeds for his ascension on Voss many years ago. We will explain when you arrive.
You know, I think I'm getting better at this whole fighting thing. Watching you pick targets for all those hours must have been useful after all.
It's nice to see you improving your skills.
Going to be a sharpshooter any day now. You just wait.
I'm fielding reports from across Imperial forces. Among the men, there's universal relief that Moff Broysk is no more.
The rest of the Empire was passive. It sickens me.
I was guilty of that for a long time.
I feel no conflict over my actions. Broysk was a blight on the Empire. You are guiding me to a new paradigm, my lord. One a bit more... improvisational. I believe it will only make me a better officer.
You can bank on that, Quinn.
I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Master, everything else aside, the visceral experience of facing Lord Sendens continues to tantalize me. I relive it nightly and awaken buzzing. I want to exalt in this. I want to find the planet with the most moons and howl at them all. May I have some time away to find someone suitable to celebrate with?
By all means, cut loose.
I'm more of a bruiser than a cutter. Don't wait up.
I have docked at the Voss space station.
Darkness that silences await.
Voss is a strange world. Both the Empire and Republic vie for the planet's support in the war. The Voss are leery of outsiders. Access to the planet is restricted. You need permission from a sanctioned official to shuttle down. We've contacted Darth Saravin, the emissary trying to woo the Voss. He believes you're coming to help.
What does he know about me and my mission?
Nothing. Help him if you wish. We do not care. You may encounter Voss who know something of your purpose. They are attuned to the Force, and their most gifted receive visions of the future.
Voss vision interpretation sometimes suffers.
True. Years ago, when the Empire became aware of Voss, the Emperor sent the military to lay siege to the planet. The visionaries thwarted what they foresaw to be a simple attempt to conquer. But the Emperor's purpose was to claim a Voss visionary to house the voice of the Emperor.
Then this visionary is proof that Darth Baras is not what he claims to be.
The Wrath finds the mark.
The true voice went on a pilgrimage to discover the nature of a great dark side presence on Voss. He has not been heard from since.
The voice is quieted.
You must retrace the voice's steps, discover what has befallen him, and free him.
Perhaps the voice has been killed.
The voice cannot die. If the host body expires, the Emperor's essence would be released and returned to us.
We can never lose our voice.
The voice sought a Voss hermit named Madagar Ru. To request an audience with Madagar Ru, the voice was to light signals scattered about the land outside the Voss capital, Voss-Ka. This hermit was the last being to see the voice. Find out what he knows.
Voss welcomes you, outsider. Why do you seek Madagar Ru?
He has knowledge I need.
A worthy goal. Madagar Ru will meet you. The location is revealed. I am Madagar Ru. I appeared at the signal pyre. I appear here. I recognize you. Another came, a Voss, but housing darkness, like you.
You were the last to see him before he disappeared, so come clean.
I caused no harm. I aided his journey, as I can yours. On Voss, everything gained is paid for. You must share a secret. Any secret will do.
During my training, I disobeyed my master and severed the hand of my first overseer instead of killing him.
An admission is made. The act is payment. The one you seek forced me to help him unlock the secrets of Voss. I could not defy him. He went to the Dark Heart Chamber in the Nightmare Lands. You must follow.
Some elaboration is required.
The Dark Heart is ancient, forbidden. The secrets of Voss are buried there. The denied truth. Your predecessor wrapped himself in the blessing of oneness. Without it, an outsider cannot even see the gateway to the Dark Heart. Vanna Zo can bestow the blessing in the Shrine of Healing. To find her, seek Fadith Kai and complete the Voss trials.
What does the Blessing of Oneness do?
Makes visible what is invisible. Vanna Zo is the only healer trained in it. Off! Get the blessing at the Shrine of Healing. I will guide you when I can. Respect the Voss way, or the Dark Heart is denied.
Shrine of Healing. Sounds therapeutic, Serene. Idiots don't understand they're at war.
Are you Varnik So? I require the Blessing of Oneness. Am I interrupting something?
My pain stabilizes these ailing. I heard your purpose. But you are not Voss. The blessing bestows privileges. I hesitate. You cause my insides to scream.
Maybe your last meal isn't agreeing with you.
Such humor eases my suspicions. Apologies. The Voss are leery of strangers. But to be granted the blessing, a sacrifice must be made. To heal, I siphon strength from the able. Will you submit?
You're saying I have to let you weaken me in order to heal these sick. Is that so?
Correct. Your strength will be short for a time. It's the Voss way. Everything costs.
Jacer, I have need of you.
I lack the ability to defy you, Master.
Sacrifice can come from anyone. Remain still.
That was not pleasant, but I'll stem my anger.
Payment made. The ailing are better for it. I can bestow the blessing of oneness.
You may commence.
Oneness bestowed.
If this doesn't have the desired effect, I will be very angry.
I do not know what you expect. I must return to healing. Respect Voss.
You have the blessing. It will allow you to see the gateway to the Dark Heart. In order to unlock the gate, you must acquire the Pendant of Bone. Commando Bidek Va owns it. He is encamped in the Gormak lands, warring with the Gormak chiefs. Convince him to give the bone.
I seek Bidek Va.
Your kind have a sense of entitlement. It is unearned. What business could you have with Bidek Va?
I require his Pendant of Bone.
His talisman? It's old, but worthless.
Then he won't mind parting with it.
It possesses sentimental value. Bidek Va wars against Gormak. He won't return until their fiercest chieftains are slain. This campaign takes months. You will have to wait.
I offer my assistance. I will wipe out Bidek Va's enemies myself, and then he will meet me.
Delusion. The Gormak chieftains are fierce, well protected. I will show you where, then I will not see you again. The outsider returns.
You killed the Gormak chieftains. You want my talisman. Why?
I need it to gain entrance to the center of the Dark Heart.
You're mad. The bone gives me no advantage. To profit from it is good, and I will award it, for a price. You killed enemy chieftains. But the Gormak Warmaster lives. Defeat him, the talisman will be yours.
Don't get greedy. I already did your job.
To get a meeting, this gets you the talisman.
I'll suffer no more conditions.
Men, attack! Voss will avenge.
You now possess the blessing of oneness and the pendant of bone. I have guided you. Now I request your help. I need to live in your skin, seize control of you. You will be unchanged and not feel a thing.
What are you going to do?
You cannot know, but I will pay you for your service. Agree to this. I only require your body for a few moments.
I like the idea of you owing me.
The agreement is made. It is done. Thank you.
I guess I'll have to continue on not understanding any of this.
It will remain a mystery until it no longer is. Then I will appear to you again. The blessing shows the door to the Dark Heart chamber. The pendant unlocks it. To access the Dark Heart, see Murbeck Gen in the Nightmare Lands. He is one of your kind.
Trespasser, Selmakor warns. Retreat, relent, death awaits.
Who addresses me from the darkness?
Darkness itself, the Annihilator, the Devourer, Selmakor. My domain, my strength. Die now. No closer. This is death. Embodied death itself.
Wrath, come to me. I am your Emperor. Darth Baras plays the old games. He maneuvered me here, knowing this body could be bound to this place.
I will make Baras pay for every deceit.
My exit is paramount. Selmakor's dark secrets here are of import, but they will wait. I must be released. Another time I will return for what I require.
Tell me what must be done.
I am released only when this body dies. An oversight I will not repeat. But for now, the entity Selmakor makes suicide impossible. I will lower my defenses and use my wrath to kill this body.
I am yours to command.
I am ready. Strike me down. No! Forever bound!
life in this body is ebbing. You have done well, my Wrath. Once I am released, the Hand will know all that has transpired. I cannot be trapped twice. They will continue to guide you in the effort to ruin Darth Barris's bid.
Darth Barris's destruction is all I care about.
Revenge drives and burns with bright intensity. But it is a mortal fuel that leaves the tank bare. Voss holds no further interest for you. Return to your ship. This body is expiring.
I come to pay for what I took. Knowledge and a warning. The Dark Heart is Selmacor's prison. I exist to prevent his escape. Through you, I know how to banish Selmacor forever.
I'm expecting something valuable in return.
Everything costs. If I fail to contain Selmacor, all existence is at risk. You helped. I grant you this secret. Be warned. One of your own plots to betray you.
Tell me which one.
The vision ends. You must be the interpreter. Voss bids you farewell.
Master, I found a Sith whose commitment to the dark side is waning. I alerted Emissary Kaliku. He was very pleased, and now wants to know if I am available to handle the matter.
This is your calling, Jacer. Go have fun.
You're the most wickedly wonderful master I could possibly wish for. I'll be back before you know I've gone. Master, I've learned there's a bounty on my head. Isn't that wonderful? Apparently, some shaky Sith are growing concerned about my efforts to purify our ranks. It seems an act of desperation, don't you think? A mark that I'm doing an excellent job hunting down the traitors.
You have them on the run, Jacer. Don't let them rest.
Oh, I won't. You can be sure of that. This only adds fuel to my fire. I won't stop until every last soft and weak-willed Sith is eradicated. My work is so gratifying. I just love being me.
I have completed my mission on Voss. The voice of the Emperor has been freed.
Yes, we are again aware of the voice. Preparations are being made to secure a new host, but the rituals take time. You have done well, Roth. The Emperor is pleased.
But time never pauses.
Events are progressing faster. With the help of Armageddon Battalion, Darth Vowron has gained a foothold in the battle for Corellia. Everything now hinges on Vowron's survival. Barris needs him dead to be named the voice of the Emperor.
Send me to Corellia. I'll stop any attempt on Vowron's life.
The Wrath anticipates the Hand.
Barris has marked Darth Vowron for death. Assassins have been sent. Their missions must end in failure. We will learn more and brief you when you arrive on Corellia.
My lord, I'm afraid we cannot go to Corellia at this time. The Empire has enacted a martial law blockade of the entire system.
I do not like being told no, Captain.
Believe me, I hate saying no, my lord. The Imperial fleet has been equipped with special transponder signal emitters. Any ship without this emitter sticks out like a sore thumb.
I've never heard about such an initiative.
I've been monitoring Barris's communications, Lieutenant. He only implemented the order recently, probably to keep us away from Corellia. Without a signal emitter with Corellia space clearance, we will be noticed the minute we enter the system. But I believe I have a solution.
What exactly is your plan?
I intercepted a transmission granting Corellia clearance to a Class A starship not far from here.
Lucky us.
Quite. We can board the vessel and take their signal emitter.
They won't part with it easily. We'll have to go in there guns blazing. A lot of fellow Imperials are going to die.
It's for the larger good, Lieutenant.
It will be tough going. The crew of this ship is seasoned. I know the schematics of Class A starships by heart. I could accompany you on board and lead you directly to the transponder station. Just a suggestion, but it would help expedite things. My lord, I regret that our paths must diverge. Out of respect, I wanted to be here to witness your fate.
That's what I like about you, Quinn. Your flair for the theatrical.
It's true. I have set this stage, my lord. It pains me, but this entire scenario is a ruse. There's no martial law and no special signal emitter. Barriss is my true master. He had me lure you here to have you killed.
After all we've been through together, I even helped you take out Moff Broisk.
You've helped me immensely. I act today with a heavy heart. But without Barriss, I'd have no career. I didn't want to choose between the two of you. But he's forced my hand, and I must side with him. Once you're gone, your crew will either join Barriss with me, or be killed.
Your master will run the Empire right into the ground.
Barriss has always been one step ahead of every enemy. He'll lead us to victory. After all this time observing you in battle, I have exhaustively noted your strengths and weaknesses. These war droids have been programmed specifically to combat you. I calculate a near 0% chance of their failure.
Your confidence in the odds is your biggest weakness.
If anything, I am underestimating my droid's chances. You'll find they are virtually immune to you. I'm sorry it's come to this, my lord. What went wrong? I calculated precisely. You should be dead.
Your droids push me. It was a valiant attempt.
That's little consolation. I have betrayed you. Conspired with your most hated enemy. I don't expect your mercy.
It's useless to defy me. I will keep you alive, and we will see if you earn my trust again.
My lord, This is unexpected. Darth Barriss would never forgive such a failure. If you will permit me to stay in your charge, my dedication to you will never come into question again.
The slate is clean, Quinn.
This interruption has delayed you enough. I'm eager to return to the ship and put this behind us.
The ship is through there. Prepare for departure. I'll join you shortly.
Of course, my lord. One thing, my lord. Do you plan on telling the others what happened?
No one else must know. It would compromise your ability to lead. Am I understood?
I appreciate it, my lord. I will see you back at the ship. My lord, I have taken it upon myself to look into something of importance.
Is there another Moff out there you want to assassinate?
You have a great sense of humor, my lord. If I wasn't on duty, I'd allow myself a good laugh. New generation hyperdrive support tech is being developed. The Empire is negotiating for exclusive purchasing rights. But it could take months to be available. I've been saving my commission and was able to pull strings to acquire the latest alluvial dampers. For your ship.
That's very generous, Quinn.
I did an exhaustive cost analysis, and this is by far the most sensible use of my pay. These dampers are so efficient. They reduce the system's refractory period by 32.9%. Once I have them installed, we'll be able to make successive light-speed jumps with 1/3 less waiting time.
I am incredibly impressed.
They are a thing of great precision. I'll get right to work. My lord, the new alluvial dampers have been installed and the hyperdrive tested to my satisfaction. This ship is now the most hyperspeed-ready vessel in the galaxy.
The credit is yours, Quinn.
This is just the beginning, my lord. I will tirelessly work toward improving this ship and the effectiveness of everyone in it. Awaiting your next order.
I have landed on Corellia.
The ledge is near.
Roth, you are there to protect Darth Vowron from Barris's threats. Our efforts to locate his secret headquarters are ongoing.
Another digit of the hand will tap the Wrath.
Meanwhile, we are tracking 3 assassins arriving on secret landing fields. It will be difficult to stop them all.
Leave that to me.
Transmitting the coordinates for all 3 landing strips.
Received, my lord.
These killers are but the first. There will be more. Vowron actively defies Barris. If he dies, Barris will be named the voice of the Emperor. Protect Darth Vowron at all costs, and aid in his attempts to undermine our enemy. Goodbye.
My lord, I'm detecting a forced transmission.
I assume you still recognize me. Consider yourself fortunate that I am reaching out like this.
My old master. You have some nerve showing your face.
I believe you have the market on nerve cornered, my friend. I'm here to tell you that you are being deceived. The organization you work for is not the Emperor's hand.
Why don't you enlighten me?
All you need to know is that you are the puppet of a sect that the Emperor cast off. They seek his destruction. I am his voice. I don't expect you to trust me, and in the end, you and what you think are inconsequential. So believe what you will, but your handlers have you in over your head, sticking your wet nose in Darth business.
I've gotten under your skin, haven't I?
Your lack of sight is almost laughable. Walk away now, and perhaps our previous animosities can be swept aside.
The nerve. He's gonna forgive you.
The man has lost his mind. No more talk. Barris's assassins must be stopped.
I can feel the war here. It makes the marrow in my bones swell. So exhilarating.
Sith, identify yourself.
I don't answer to droids.
Target locked.
A welcoming committee. Some days you just can't land secretly on a planet, even on a secret landing strip.
This is going to be your secret graveyard.
Oh, you're funny. I like that. Not a lot of funny in my line of work. I know who you are. You're the apprentice Darth Barris thought he had killed. Marvelous. I've studied you, followed your exploits across the galaxy. You're a personal hero of mine.
Didn't know I had admirers.
In my profession, you're well known. But I'm somewhat obsessed, I admit. The way you handled Lord Grathan on Dromund Kaas was genius. Yes, I know his son's behind the mask now. You took out Nomen Karr and Admiral Monk and the War Trust and countless Jedi. Good stuff.
It's nice to be appreciated.
It's an honor to meet you. So sad I have to kill you. I've imagined facing you, and given my knowledge, I have pretty good ideas on taking you down. Well, here, let me show you.
Wrath, I mark your position. The third of the 3 secret landing strips. Your third target arrived earlier than expected. I am Servant 11 of the Hand. You were told to expect my call.
I will hunt down the third assassin. Where is he?
I tracked his landing. I lost visual surveillance. But my primary purpose is a success. I have located Darth Vowron's secret headquarters. Uploading coordinates. He is operating within hostile territory. A massive tower in the heart of Incorporation Island. All Republic controlled. Amazing.
The man is daring. I'll give him that.
Yes. He orchestrates the war against the Republic right under their very noses. His operations must be disguised as Republic. But if I found him, Barris's missing assassin could too. Hold. Yes? I will convey it. 11 out. Servant 2 has spoken to me. He says to be ready for suspicion.
Servant 2 communicates with you telepathically.
Yes. When Servant 2 whispers, all agents of the Hand hear him. My mission is complete. I am recalled. The Hand hopes you find Vowron before the assassin strikes.
Sith, are you lost? You're in a Republic-aligned corporate headquarters.
And why should this bother me?
The consortium of corporations has cameras in every corporate lobby, so we are being observed by the Empire's enemies as we speak. A Sith comes in here, he's gonna meet resistance, so, we're gonna have to kill you.
Stop pretending. You're getting on my nerves.
Really sorry, just can't do that. Sound the alarm!
Sir Barris's most deadly apprentice has finally found us. My master has been on to you from the beginning.
I am no longer Darth Barris's apprentice.
Yes, we've all heard about Barris betraying you. No one's buying it. Vowron can smell Barris's ploys 1,000 light years away. He knows the rift between you and your master is a ruse, painstakingly orchestrated to get you close enough to strike. So, drop the act.
You won't believe anything I say, will you?
Say that you're Barris's stooge, and I'll believe you. But either way, I have to kill you. Die, assassin!
You add fire to my rage, Master.
I feel such power surging through me.
Let's get back to work.
Where is Darth Vowron?
You'll never find out, scum. You defeated Lord Harish, but you can't overcome the 3 of us at once.
Stop! Lord Ket, stand down.
My lord, retreat into the shadows. We will stop this assassin.
There could be 10 of you, and you would fail. Leave us.
Listen to your master, Ket.
Thank you for sparing them. They will not be a problem for you or your master. I applaud you. Convey my congratulations to your master for his superior gameplay. The kill is yours. I ask only that I not suffer the indignity of decapitation.
The last thing I want is your death. Barris is not my master. My mission is to bring him down.
Nothing more can be gained by maintaining the deception. Ah, if this is true, the game is renewed.
Darth Vowron, Barris says you gotta die.
Barris strikes! That assassin had me dead to rights. You did not hesitate to defend me. My friend, I am convinced. What's more, I believe, with my help, you can defeat Darth Barris.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Then, I have a little confession to make. It is true that I'm here to lead our important war effort, but there are other reasons I chose Corellia. Significant pillars of Barris's power base are here, and together we can tear them down.
You clearly have great power, but the Emperor needs you alive. It won't take Barris long to dispatch more assassins. You will relocate to my ship where my crew can protect you.
Far be it from me to defy you. My protection here has taken a recent hit. But before I go, let me guide you. Most of the Dark Council knows Barris is not the Emperor's true voice, but Barris's 2 top agents force them to support his bid. One agent safeguards secrets that he uses as leverage. The other leads Jedi Masters in campaigns against Sith who defy him. Now, if they were to disappear...
My old master will be left high and dry.
Ah, exactly. His support on the Council will evaporate. Barris's first undercover agent is posing as Colonel Senks of the Corellian Resistance. His stronghold is a labyrinth of secret passages. Unless you scramble his security codes before laying siege, he'll be able to flee through a dozen different escape tunnels.
No one escapes me.
We have only one chance at this. Better to corner the man and leave nothing to chance. These pulse disruptors will kill all electronic code emissions, effectively locking Senks's secret passages. In truth, he's a fantastic resource. It will be a shame to lose an agent of his caliber.
I'll compel him to denounce Barris and join you.
An excellent solution, if it can be done. My apprentices and I will report to your ship now. The minute I can point you to the second of Barris's agents, I will. For now, Colonel Senks.
My lord, I have Darth Vowron here for you.
My friend, I am in the hands of your crew now. They are an interesting assortment.
My people are capable, don't worry.
I hope their talents are not required. If Senks doesn't hand over the files he safeguards once you've neutralized him, I advise destroying his database to eliminate it all. Once done, contact me. But leave the compound first. It's Barris's facility and sure to be bugged. Until then.
I know that code is right. Why aren't my escape passages opening?
Don't even think about escape.
I should have been able to just do it without thinking about it. When the alarm sounded, I knew there was trouble coming. Don't strike! I'm a secret Imperial agent working directly for Darth Barris.
That's not news to me. You discover and keep secrets for Barris that he uses to gain power and control others.
My work keeps rogue Imperial elements from destabilizing the Empire. But that's just part of what I do. I'm essential in the fight for Corellia. I steer Republic-aligned resistance forces into battles they can't win. Shut me down, and we lose this war.
Cooperate, and you may survive this encounter. You collect secrets for Darth Barris. That must end. Give up the information you harbor for him.
There's no future in denying Barris.
Does your future seem bright when you look at me, Senks?
It seems you hold all the cards. Every regime eventually falters. I'd be wise to get out before the towers start crumbling. I'll upload the files. There. Wiped from my system, and relinquished to you. Does this earn your mercy?
Sit still while I authenticate your information. Darth Vowrawn, I'm transmitting the materials from Colonel Senks's files.
Excellent. Let me look them over. Yes. This is the leverage Darth Baras has over my fellow Dark Council members. Now, they are free of him.
Does this mean I get to keep breathing and winning the war for Corellia?
I leave that decision to my formidable friend. What do you say? Does Colonel Senks live or die?
Senks, meet your new master.
You heard him, Colonel. Your tenure under Darth Baras has ended. You answer to me now. Understood?
Absolutely. I am yours to command. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must reprogram my security systems.
Good work, my new friend. You are proving we can tear Baras down without compromising the Empire. I have news, but as I said, Baras likely has the place bugged. Contact me when you clear the compound.
All quiet here, my lord. Nothing suspicious and no further attempts on Darth Vowrawn.
Captain Quinn is an excellent officer. I'm in good hands here. Barris's false Jedi is still at large. He leads Jedi against Sith who defy Darth Barris's will. My operative, Shadow, is searching for him. Unfortunately, Shadow is pinned down by enemy artillery. He has our information, but had to go radio silent to avoid capture.
I'll get the information directly.
Shadow was cut off on the other side of Axial Park beyond Coronet Zoo. The park is a frontline battlefield where the heaviest fighting is taking place. We have a safe house in that sector. Shadow will be waiting there.
I'll carve a path through the fighting and rendezvous with your man.
If you're interested, there is also an opportunity to help the war. The bombings that blocked Shadow are hampering our ground forces in Axial Park. If you could destroy the enemy artillery banks along the way, it would be most helpful. Either way, Shadow will tell you all you need to confront Barris's Jedi spy. We'll talk again when the deed is done.
There will be no stopping us.
Stop! Identify yourself or die!
On your best day, you couldn't kill me.
What? Speak up! My ears are still ringing from artillery fire!
Relax and rely on your eyes. Obviously, I am on your side.
Yes. Yes, I see, of course. I'm sorry, my lord. The ringing in my ears has unnerved me. I have a lead on Darth Barris's other spy. A team of Jedi have secretly landed on Corellia. I intercepted a transmission from one of them to Barris, conveying readiness to lead the other Jedi into a death trap.
Can you identify which of the Jedi is the spy?
They only communicated in numeric code. No names were used. I can't even say if it's a woman or a man, human or alien. I wish I could give you more to go on. The Jedi are gearing up in a Republic staging bunker. Enemy special forces deploy there, so it'll be a high-risk invasion.
I'll clear out that bunker.
I've never heard of anyone taking on so many enemies at once, especially with a room full of Jedi waiting at the end. When you're done, you can contact me from outside the bunker and I'll have Armageddon Battalion secure the area. I'll report back to Vowrawn now. More power to you, my lord.
Your invasion ends here, Sith. You are severely outnumbered.
Darth Barris's spy. Identify yourself, so you don't die with these Jedi.
Are you suggesting that one of us is an Imperial?
A pathetic trick. He's in over his head and makes a desperate play to destabilize us.
Be reasonable, Sith. You can't take us all.
Final warning, my fellow Sith. Step forward, or die with these prattling nuisances.
Hold. I must speak. I know this Sith. Gentlemen, this is Darth Barris's former apprentice, who has survived his old master's best efforts to destroy him. You are becoming a legend among us, my friend. I am thankful you've given me a chance to save myself.
Master Injai, you?
All these years, right under your nose. I was to lead you to your deaths today. Instead, I'll watch my new friend destroy you.
You're the one I'm here to destroy.
You are a barbarian.
Steady, Master Jose. This Sith saved us from a suicide mission.
This way, I get to kill you.
The Sith attacks! Use whatever force is necessary!
I'll taste your blood!
Shadow here, dispatching Armageddon Battalion to secure the bunker you cleared. But there's been an attack on Darth Vowron and your crew. They said to patch you through when you called. Doing so now.
Apologies, my lord. The attack was sudden. Unknown assailant, very powerful. On the run now. Taking Vowron to a safe house in the Imperial Legislature. He wants you to meet us there.
Tell me the attacker has been killed.
Way out of our league, my lord. Lucky we got out of there in one piece. Almost to the safe house. Signing off now.
Ah, you made it! This is heating up, isn't it? Barriss has taken off the sparring gloves. This assassin was the most lethal to date.
Don't leave anything out. I want to know how it went down.
The attack was sudden and vicious. There was no panic, no confusion. To a man, your people stared into the face of death and did not flinch. Captain Quinn must be commended. He took on the assailant with no mortal concern.
I'm making up for a past indiscretion. My commitment to my lord is unassailable now.
I won't exonerate you so easily, Captain.
I do not blame you, my lord.
Oh, you ride your people hard. I can't argue with the results. You've successfully neutralized Barriss's agents. The end game is upon us. We must both go on the offensive.
Tell me what you have in mind.
In a secret lair on this planet, Barriss has bound and indentured an ancient Sith spirit. He feeds off this spirit's power, stealing all her visions of the future. Everything he has built has come from her insights.
Why haven't you acted on this before now?
You don't think I've tried? It is the true reason I am warring here. Barriss's defenses have repelled my every attempt. Only you have the power to break into his lair. And only I know the ritual that unlocks the spirit's bonds. Deliver me to her, and we will strike the ultimate blow and cripple Barriss from within.
Then I am one step closer to finally confronting Barriss.
We achieve this, and I will walk you into the Dark Council chamber myself. Lead the way, and please be sure that assassin isn't waiting. I'll come when you signal. There she is, the entity. Such pure, dark side energy. Is she not utterly beautiful?
I've never sensed anything so alive with the dark side.
Come closer. You are here to aid Barriss. Knows I cannot resist. He desecrated my resting place, where I waited for my love, your Emperor. I am bound. Every extraction pains. If you fail, he will punish me for welcoming you.
Don't fear, entity. The trial is over. I know the incantation. Now it is a simple matter.
No, you do not understand. We are not alone.
At last, I've caught up to you again. I told you, I cannot be killed.
Barriss's favored apprentice. But I watched you burn to death.
You watched me burn, that's all. Barriss retrieved me. He made me whole again. Made me stronger. My eyes are no longer flesh. I see in a new way now. And the sight of you sickens and delights me. In minutes, the great Darth Vowrawn will disintegrate. Then the entity will forever be in Barris's control.
Truth. The Death Field is powered by the machinery of Drogs.
I defeated you before, and I'll do it again. Release Vowrawn and save yourself.
And ruin all my fun? You chased your vengeance all this way, only to be run down by mine!
The Death Field dies with Drog.
Such a finish! Never felt so much pain. I fully expected to die. But I am grateful to have witnessed your destruction of that monstrosity.
I'm sure it was quite a show.
I'm sure Barris didn't think so. Entity, is he aware of what's transpired here?
Through me, the Defiler sees all of this.
Wonderful. He must be twisting with fury. Now, we set up the ritual. Final gate between you and the beyond is lifted.
Free. Now I am forgotten again. And grateful. Remember me to the Defiler.
My friend, you have been a revelation. It is time for you to confront Darth Baras.
I've been waiting for this for too long.
As have I. Even now, Barris is near indestructible, but I know of no other ways to weaken him. Tell the Hand, the Dark Council awaits, and I will be there to usher you in.
It is done. The time to confront Darth Baras is now.
His leverage gone. Vowrawn preserved. Barris's bid to be named the voice of the Emperor is crippled. What remains of Darth Baras is yours, Roth. He has gone to Korriban. Do as you must.
I'm going to make him pay for every indignity I have endured.
Fury must remain shy of blind. Barris's power is deep, hidden.
Darth Vowrawn returns to Korriban as well. Barris dare not strike at him within sight of the Dark Council.
The hinges are gone from the door.
Vowrawn will authorize your clearance to land and usher you into the Dark Council chamber.
Vowrawn is worthy of my loyalty.
The Dark Council doesn't take kindly to intrusions, and Barris still has support there. Vowrawn will back you. Then you must express the Emperor's will.
Unleash the Emperor's wrath!
You're here! The anticipation fills my veins with fire. I feel 100 years younger. I can't wait to see Darth Barris's face when I introduce you to the Dark Council.
We can end the suspense right now.
Meet me in the antechamber to the Dark Council. No one will dare to obstruct you on your way there.
Darth Vowrawn, Overseer Tremel, and even Lord Rathari.
Do not be cross, my lord. Vowrawn pulled me out of hiding to bear witness. Nothing more.
Glad you're still alive, old man. Are you well?
I have been a man with no country. I can't wait to watch Barras pay for what he's done.
Lord Rathari found me and expressed his wish to be here. A passionate young man.
I told you I'd have your back when you faced Barras. I want to hear him scream.
Your wish is about to come true.
Rathari's presence will show the rest of the Dark Council that you have Sith support. Barris has called a special session of the Council to make his claim as the Emperor's voice official. I'm fashionably late. Your former master and the most powerful Darths in the galaxy await. The play is yours.
I've never felt more alive.
Lead the way.
Whatever's to come, I'm with you.
Had it better be Darth Vowran coming through those doors?
I'm Darth Vowran's personal guide and bodyguard.
Interesting.
This isn't the time for one of your games, Vowron.
I am the Emperor's Wrath, chosen by the Supreme Master himself. I know his will, and Barris is not the voice.
Listen to truth, my fellows. You are the victims of a ruthless and deceitful power grab.
Vowron, for whatever reason, greed, jealousy, you've refused to accept reality. This is a desperate attempt. Hear me, Dark Council. This child is not our Emperor's wrath. He is Vowran's illusion. The Emperor will inform me what is to be done with Vowran. For now, assist me in destroying this rabble.
If Barris is true, and I false, he should be able to defeat me himself. Make him prove he is what he says.
You need only judge by who stands with this cretin. Overseer Trimmel, a base coward who tried to undermine the purity of our training process. And Lord Rathari, who thumbed his nose at our traditions and got it bloodied like a disobedient dog.
The Challenger is also supported by Darth Vowron, one of our own. I have no doubt about you, Barris. But swat this gnat quickly so we can continue our business.
Fine. The Master will grant the slave's last wish. The Emperor calls for your death. Attack me if you dare.
I was never, nor shall I ever be, your slave.
Had enough, child? Can you feel your grip on life slipping? Why persist in this futile gesture of vengeance? Let go. Embrace your death.
Forget the bravado, Barris. No one's buying it.
Just being sporting. I would think you'd appreciate the chance to catch your breath. Your champion is failing, Vowran, and you'll be next.
Is that coming from you or from the Emperor, Barris? It's hard to tell the difference.
Don't mock me, fop! Your patron just ensured your suffering will be epic, youngster. Now, die!
You're depleted, Barris. You hover a breath away from destruction.
No! My powers abandon me!
Confess that you are not the voice of the Emperor.
Call upon the Dark Council to kill this fool! Now! The Emperor commands it! Darth Maul, strike on the Emperor's behalf, or suffer his disfavor!
I believe I'll take my chances.
Ravage! Has your sense left you as well? Defend me! Defend the voice!
I will not stand in the path of the Emperor's wrath.
You think you've won? You think you can silence the Emperor's true voice? Deliver the death blow, then! From beyond darkness, I shall strike at you! Someday, vengeance will be mine!
I wash the galaxy clean of you.
I cannot die!
At last, The end of Barras. The air clears and my lungs breathe deeply again. You have proven that you are truly touched by the Emperor. The Dark Council knows that the Emperor's wrath has free reign.
You are acknowledged, Wrath. Your actions will not be challenged as long as they do not contradict our own.
You are answerable only to our ultimate master.
I look forward to aiding the Dark Council in its most critical matters.
Then our power has heightened. Let the enemies of the Empire tremble. The Emperor's wrath shall consume them all.
Just so you know, I'm here for the long term. Through apprentices trying to kill you and all the rest of the crazy. I'll be here.
It is good to have you by my side, Ved. It always has been.
You too, big guy.
My lord, after all we've been through, the good and the bad, I am dedicated 100% to you and your legacy. It goes without saying that I will impart whatever skills and knowledge I can on your future disciples.
It is a certainty.
You're too kind. Serving you and ensuring your legacy is a privilege. I'll take no more of your time.
Been thinking. You'll always need someone in the Empire. Someone who knows how to get things done. Was hoping I could stay on board, make this assignment a little more permanent.
You've earned your freedom. Come or go as you please.
No reason to leave. Long way down from here. You've got a good group, but more will come. Apprentices, officers, your own battalions. You'll need training. Leave them to me. You will have the strongest army the Empire's ever seen.
You'll go farther than any Imperial before you.
Already there, my lord.
The more blood on my hands, the better.
Master, will it ever stop? The craving for greater power? The lust for more conquest?
To Sith, those things are like breathing.
The way I feel, the drive you've awakened and sustained in me will never extinguish. My last breath will be expelled fiercely. I understand my power is so much better now, and I'll be able to bestow great advantages on your future offspring and disciples. Together, we will build the most fearsome legacy the galaxy has ever seen.